my profound evaluation of our game today, well, I thought we played well in stretches, and we didn't do so well in others. And we're not shooting it great at this point. I think we're getting decent shots. We need to shoot it better. We need to pay attention to details better on the defensive end. We talked ad nauseum about trying to keep Falco off his right side, and we didn't do that nearly enough. I thought he made some really good plays. He's a good player. And overall, happy for the win. Love the win. And, we made some really good plays at the end. Brantley's play was great. Nickelberry's one jumper was huge. And then the next one, we did a poor job on the screening of that. I don't even know if he needed a screen. Of course, we get called for the foul and the shot goes in. And, a couple of really good defensive plays as well. But overall, happy with the win, but we need to grow and get better as a team.
Based on this first half, Coach, they played zone defense, made you guys force outside shots, had a hard time a little bit in the paint, and capitalized a lot of their turnovers early on. And in the second half, they switched to a man defense. How did you guys adjust there?
Yeah, I don't know that we did a great job running our man offense. I did think we ran some good stuff against the zone that got us open looks. We just didn't knock them down. We need to get it inside more than we do. We need to start working way more inside and then out. If we can get the defense collapsed, we can then maybe get some jump shots off of that, or attack the closeouts that maybe we can take advantage of. But I think our adjustments were okay. We need to make some better decisions.
And you think, like, moving into Wednesday and forward throughout the season, how do you look to adjust that end game to kind of close it out earlier or gain the lead?
Yeah, well, we fell asleep on one jump shot that was critical to us. We needed to make a kid like Hinkson or Falco put the ball on the ground, and preferably going to their left. It's just we'll watch as much film as we can over the next couple of days and try to learn some stuff from this film. The problem is we have two really good games coming up, really hard games on next week, with Temple on Wednesday and Penn on Saturday. So I'm not so sure how much film we can watch of this, but we'll chop it up enough, and hopefully we'll learn a great deal from it.
Speaking of Wednesday and Saturday, how do you feel going into those games, returning to some former schools and two big games?
Yeah, I haven't given it a whole lot of thought. I'm sure this week, these next couple of days, will present many memories and thoughts of going back to the Palestra again and coaching and playing against two programs that I did coach in the past. But once the ball goes up, I'll just be thinking about my LaSalle guys who were trying to score more points than both those teams. And that's the great part about what we do. There's so many emotions going on when the game's not on, but when the game's on, the emotions are just with your team and how we can be a better basketball team.
Okay, great. That's all I have. Thanks so much, Coach.
All right, thanks.
Enjoy the rest of your weekend.
You got it. Thank you, dear. Good to see you.
Well, it was a great win. Props to the opposing team. They were a great team. They fought hard, but I'm glad we pulled away with the win. We had some big plays towards the end of the game from our twins, from Khalil, from myself. So that no matter how we played in the first half, like those plays at the end really helped us win for sure.
Definitely, I think in the first half, they were playing zone defense.
Right.
It forced you guys to shoot outside.
Right.
And we didn't get much action in the paint, and then you guys really capitalized on their turnovers. They did far more than you today. I'm guessing you guys felt good going in the second half, and
For sure.
maybe expected a comeback. I'm not sure. How did you guys feel about that?
Yeah, we definitely had to make an adjustment to that 2-3 zone. But once we figured it out, they had to get out of it. Then we just played in transition. We played a lot of transition ball. We told ourselves in the huddles that we got to run. We got to run because we have a lot of scorers. We got a lot of fast guys that can get the ball up the court. So we just have to run, and it ended up working out for us.
And when you guys were adjusting to the comeback, and it was kind of like fouls on fouls, kind
Right.
of like picking your spots where you could, and also making sure you were in the right spot at the end
Right.
of the game. What was Coach saying to you at that point? What was he trying to give you guys advice or push you?
Oh yeah, he was just telling us to stay connected. A lot of the plays that happened when they scored, there was a lot of like defensive lapses, just quick mistakes. So that's why after every time they scored, we huddled, we just communicated. So and then at the end of the game, we just stayed together on every single play, got enough stops for us to win the game. So really, he was just telling us to stay connected and focus in on all the small details that he talks about the day before in practice.
It even seemed like that came to fruition. Seemed like you guys shared the wealth of points today.
Right, word.
And how are you feeling going into Wednesday? You know, Temple's a big game. Of course, Fran is returning there
Right.
himself, his former team. So how do you feel going into that?
Oh, very excited. I love playing in the Big Five, so it's a huge game. We all understand that it's a huge game, so we're going to take this win. We're really happy about it, but we know we got two tough games coming up this week, not just Temple. We also play Penn this coming up week. So we got two tough games we got to lock in and get this win for Coach Dunn for ourselves.
And what do you think going into those games? Anything that comes to mind that you have to adjust immediately?
Yeah, I feel like we got to make adjustments every game because teams get film on the past game, so they're going to understand how we play. We got to do the same thing to them. So we got to really focus on defense. Because if we guard, I mean, it doesn't really matter what happens on offense. We got to guard, you know what I'm saying? So that's really our main focus in every game.
Great. I think that's all I have. Thanks so much for your time.
Yeah, I appreciate you.
Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
Sure,
Thank
I'll
you.
see you down the line.
Yeah,
too.
for sure. I appreciate it.
Yes,
Thank you.
of course.
Appreciate y'all.
See you, Josh. Good game.
Thank you.